other questions?
Great. Love that visual, Tom. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, we have another one from the question bank.
Uh-huh.
What do you think about the new infrastructure plan?
Oh, okay. So obviously, the infrastructure plan was announced, a couple weeks ago now, and
Hmm.
it was a couple of things. Number one of the things I always look at is after the announcement, how does the market react? So if you go back to when they announced the stimulus plan, the 1.9 trillion dollar stimulus that was put out, the last one that passed, the market went down right away, right after it was announced, and and we've seen some softness in the market as it's been coming out. There's some concern with the inflationary environment that's happening. And then before the announcement for the infrastructure plan, the market kept kind of coming down every time it was talked about. But then once it was announced and Biden did his presentation, the market went up pretty heavily. Matter of fact, it's been going up pretty well ever since then. So I think one of the things personally that I believe that the market really liked was that it was going to be spread out over an 8-year period. And so that just tends to be less of an inflationary push. There's less treasury bonds if they need to, that need to be sold, which, can help the bond market as far as that goes. I think overall that it is a win for, the country. We'll have to see what happens with the taxation portion, because they're talking about increasing corporate taxes from 21 to 28%, closing some loopholes on on international money. And so, how's that going to impact? I've seen projections from 5 to 9% reduction in earnings. And of course, earnings is one of the main drivers in the stock market as a whole. So, we'll have to wait and see what happens there as far as that goes. But, might see an earnings hit. But if the economy gets rolling the way it seems to be rolling right now, it might get kind of buried in the gains that are coming into the economy also. So, we'll have to see. But I think it's a positive situation altogether after, looking at everything. And the market seems to agree with me.
Great. Well, we do have a question coming in from Woody.
Oh, yeah.
What sort of succession plan does RCS have for its management? If you
No.
win the lottery, is there another Tom waiting in the wings?
If I win the lottery, I've had several different people approach me and kind of pester me about trying to buy the business. And the last time I had a gentleman, he just kept talking to me, and I said, look, if I was given $15 million tomorrow, I'd still come in and do the same thing. This was originally my hobby that turned into my business, and I plan on going until I'm 75. I'm 56, so health and whatnot and mental well-being hopefully is there for that entire time frame. But we already have, there's 9 of us at RCS. My other partner Mike is an advisor also, so he is kind of ready to step in if need be. We have a new advisor, Eason, who is being trained in all of the things that I'm doing, and over a period of time we'll continue to build out that advisory practice. And Cam, a lot of Cam Neri, so she and I merged together, and that was her succession plan. So that's another possibility also at some point, is to merge with another practice and kind of get them together. It's just a matter of finding the right fit as far as that goes. Good.
Great, thank you. We have another question from Taylor.
Yeah.
How do you see the rollout of the vaccine affecting the market? Is there something we should do to prepare for market changes that come up as things open up more?
Yeah, the vaccine is actually the story for the most part. If you take a look at what's happening in Europe, for example, they're way behind the US and the UK in rolling out the vaccine. And now they've got these new variants, which are more contagious, and they keep closing down. So we saw close downs in, all over Europe. France has been closed down and what have you. So that has impacted the market negatively even here, because, it is a global picture. Having said that, in my opinion, all of that stuff is going to be worked out, and we're going to see a reopening like nothing probably we've ever seen before. So, we've never seen a